It's time for another movie trivia schmodown reaction. We're in round 1 of the singles tournament. Episode 2. Makuga versus DC guy. What's his name?
You were so close.
Kalinowski.
Yes. Very
Look
good.
at that. Nailed it!
Yeah, it took me like 10 minutes.
I got Makuga. Who you got in this one?
I have Makuga, but I'm prepared to be wrong. And already ripping my bracket up.
Well, I'm going strong Makuga here.
Makuga said it before, but Kalinowski, it's his year.
I hear you. Alright, well, let's do this. Ooh, that was a young Makuga.
That was this year.
Weird. It's just with no facial hair. It looks weird.
Makuga.
Drake it.
Kalinowski.
Ew.
Who you got?
Some music we got going on here.
Makuga versus Kalinowski.
Look at all this picture.
Back to the Ultimate Schmodown. It is the singles tournament here, and it is week number 2 as we are underway with the Ultimate Schmodown, and this is a great pairing.
You know, Christian, we always try to sell these matches. You always want to get excited about it. And here, I'm calling our bluff right now. 2 of the most boring competitors. No personality on either one of these gentlemen. Just a slugfest of boredom is what paint and drying is more exciting than Josh Makuga and Mike Kalinowski.
Well, you are Captain Facetious, as I see that you are wearing the...
Captain Feces.
You are absolutely Captain Feces, but I will tell you that you are also someone who is mocking your good friend, because as we know in the history of the Ultimate Schmodown...
What's that?
You have never picked Josh Makuga to win a match.
Not a lot.
Anybody who wins 7-7 in singles. He has had a historic run. He is one of the legends of the game. He has competed almost more than anyone else in this entire league. He, at one point, was the all-time points leader, how many points he has scored in the entirety of this game. He deserves your respect, and you're mocking him.
Look, I'm a big fan of his parents, so John and Deb, I say this with all due respect. Josh Makuga has played in enough matches to warrant Hall of Fame consideration.
Absolutely.
He just does not win enough of them. However, I will say this about my good friend.
Yes.
What a scrapper that guy is.
Scrapper.
Does he know a lot of movie trivia? No. But he tries day in and day out. He loves competing, and so I think Mike Kalinowski might have his hands full because Makuga's been here before, maybe more times than anybody ever.
It's his 5th tournament. It is his 5th tournament.
That's old.
That's the thing with Makuga, is that you see him, and because he goofs around and he's silly. I've been on the other end of this magic that Makuga has, and it ain't pretty. The guy can pull rabbits out of his hat. He really can. He is that good where he'll pull things. You don't think that he will know it, and he will know it. Look, I have the belt right now.
Yeah.
He has beaten me. JTE has the belt right now. He has beaten JTE. And Draco, whether or not Draco wants to, whether or not he wants to admit it or not, Makuga went toe-to-toe with him. Now, Kalinowski is a guy, we saw what he could do in the team tournament. We also saw what he did back in singles when he played Brianna Chandler. He's one of the few people that has that perfect round with the bonus in the first round. Mike Kalinowski has become very popular with the fans because he's shown he knows a lot.
That's right, and Kalinowski has a wealth of movie trivia knowledge. I'm not sure, you talk about the rabbits coming out of the hat, I would use the metaphor hand, reaching up into Makuga's lower intestine and pulling an answer out. Can Mike Kalinowski have the same kind of disgusting magic that I just metaphorized?
I don't think so. I've only seen, Makuga's the only person that I've seen have that kind of magic. I mean,
He's going to need some luck then.
He did it against Dagnino.
Well, we were exhilarating tonight.
He did it, and he's done it against Clark Wolf last year. He's had more of those types of matches than anybody in the history of the league.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of respect between the two of them. It was like the old guard and the new guard, and we're going to talk. We're going to hear from
There you go.
year 3 of my attempt to climb the mountain that is the Ultimate Schmodown. I have been to the championship. I have never lost in the first round. I have wins against Clark Wolf. I have a win against JTE to get in here. I fought Mark Riley to the final question in the final of the first ever Ultimate Schmodown. I am no slouch.
You can tell with a smile on my face. I'm excited to be where I am today for this first match. Josh Macuga, when I first was kind of welcomed into the group here, every single time I showed up, he was there with a handshake, a hug, a smile, welcoming me, telling me after matches whether I did great, had a bad match. He was there consoling me, what to work on. He's one of the nicest guys around here, you guys know. And to be facing him, this is kind of like, this is kicking off with a bang for me.
Mike Kalinowski's out there. He's smiling. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. He's getting perfect first rounds in team matches. He has yet to go up against a formidable opponent that with as much swagger and as much idiocy and smartassness as I do.
People would kind of compare us, but from the beginning they were saying this, and I remember a couple things were said. He was in the audience, and I heard the hey from the background there. But that to me is an honor. I like to think of that's a form of flattery for him as well.
I'm just going to see you on the other side of this post-interview. We're going to shake hands like gentlemen after I wipe the floor with you. Like Little Mac getting beat by Mike Tyson the first time. You got the cheat code. He made it all the way there, and he realized his fists were too big, he was too fast, and he knew too much about rom-coms. Rom-coms? And he knew too much about rom-coms.
You might go the distance with me, you might give me a run for my money, but at the end of the day, you're going to be going home with a loss. You know, I'll shake your hand, I'll buy you a beer, but then I got to go off, I got some babies to start kissing. It is time to pass the torch to the new generation.
Am I scared of Mike Kalinowski? No. Do I think that his last name has a lot of syllables? Sure.
Yep.
Does he sound like a dude that's from Pittsburgh, whose parents own a Polish deli? Absolutely. Does he sound like a champion in Movie Trivia Schmodown? That's a solid no.
Okay.
Can you
dig it, sucker? Woo! Back!
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, 5-time champ, back here on the Schmodown. And guys, this is the second week of the Ultimate Schmodown Singles Division.
No, it's not.
We got Josh the Wild Man Macuga. He's a fan favorite, but he's taking on rising star Mike the Killer.
Doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Now, it's been good. It's been great. Been real tough.
Has it?
Proven
Did you
himself.
watch it?
Imagine that no one
Not at all.
thought he could prove
Bet he's
himself.
never watched Schmodown in his
Well, I'll
life.
tell you right now, Kalinowski, he's proven himself just as well, and in team competition has been almost unstoppable. Now, if Macuga can win sports movies or rom-com, he can do it. But if Kalinowski, comic book movies, man, if he can do that, if he can pull off comic book movies, he can do it. Take it all away. Now, you guys know me. I like the Wild Man. I like him a lot. But in this one right here, I gotta go with the Killer. Advance it to the second round here on the Schmodown. Get some, want some, sucker. That's the way I see it. Hey guys, make sure you check out Reality of Wrestling. Going down every Sunday, we download new episodes on Fight TV. Download that Fight TV app, guys. That's F-I-T-E app. That's F-I-T-E app. Download the Fight TV app.
Could you spell it for me one more time?
F-I-T-E.
Thank you.
You are. You dig it, sucker?
Why is it not?
You see a lot of respect from Kalinowski saying he knows what
F-I-H-T.
Macuga's been. He's not sleeping on
that
him.
one
And
was already
Macuga's
taken.
saying, I'm still here.
Probably.
He's never been knocked out of the first round of a singles tournament. He wants a shot. He wants. If he's able to win this whole thing, he and I go head-to-head at the Spectacular and for the trilogy. So that's something I wouldn't mind seeing, but I also went to school with Mike Kalinowski. To see Kalinowski win this thing and go head-to-head with Kalinowski, that would also be it.
Wow, the ghosts of acquaintances past for Christian Harbaugh. Macuga for how many times he's attempted to win in this tournament. You know who else I admire?
Who?
Sisyphus. He kept pushing a rock up the hill. Never worked out for him. I vote Kalinowski today. Sorry, guys.
All right, so here's the tale of the tape.
Damn.
Kalinowski, comic book movies, Spielberg movies, and smiling and wooing the ladies. Is that true? That's what this
And
says.
Batman entrances, too. The guys,
Batman
will he be wearing a Batman costume today?
Josh Macuga, you have 80s movies, sports movies, and proving that he is still the ultimate wild man.
Every
So,
Lynn
there we
Swan
go.
stat the guy knows, but does he know enough about movie trivia knowledge to cap Mike Kalinowski? We're about to find out.
All right, so Mark, you ready to go?
I just said we're about to find
All
out.
right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time time for the movie trivia showdown. 3 rounds in the Ultimate Showdown Singles Division. Introducing first, representing the league,
Savor the universe.
he is Mike the Killer Kanalowski.
What?
Flash Gordon, the Flash of the DCU. Not a bad costume, a different look.
Pearly whites and just flashing here. This could be, they say he is the next McCool.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend whatever Mike Kalinowski is putting on those gorgeous teeth of his.
And his opponent, representing the Wildberries, with a record of 7 wins, 7 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Showdown finalist, the Wildberries.
That was Rex.
That is property.
Where's the kill? Where's the kill? There's that
We think we're good to
What's
win.
this? What I win?
Oh,
Damn,
thank you.
I picked you in matches before, you son of a bitch.
I got
there.
the-
Oh, there's that dance. There's that. There's the
Well,
wild
there
bag.
you
There.
go.
Great suit. There it is. It is a handshake, of course. You got the legend of Josh McCool.
That's a little bit of a heel move.
That was very nice of Makuga. I mean, he clearly is
What's
somebody who is
Kalinowski got?
built for the long haul. I'm not.
What did it bring you?
Oh.
He just won over Makuga. He just won over Makuga's heart with the Coors Light. Not a sponsor of this show.
You know what I get in return?
What?
No. I hope that's a carrot that you drew.
As a gentleman, share a Coors Light with me.
All right.
That's very nice. We know, Christian.
He's trying to weaken me with my ultimate Achilles heel, which obviously is alcohol.
I'm just touched. I
Yeah.
seriously, like, I don't get emotionally overwhelmed that much. But I would rather have a Coors Light than this.
Yeah.
This still means a lot to me. So thank you very much, guys.
All right. So it is time for the Ultimate Schmodown, the second match here in the Ultimate Schmodown singles. Works like this. Round number 1, Mark, how's it go?
In round number 1, each competitor is going to get 8 questions. They correspond to 8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Once we ask the question, please write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you, just next to your Coors Light. At the same time we ask you to say your answer, please show what you wrote to the camera for double secret probation confirmation.
All right. So remember, you guys remember the JTE rule. You guys know the challenge rule. If you don't know, please ask. We will definitely give you the definition of how those work. You guys are vets, though. You know how it works.
Makuga looks a little nervous here. Josh, are you feeling okay?
No, I feel fantastic. I'm psyched. I'm ready to go.
Mike, you ready to go?
Listen, there are a few people in this league that are better looking than me, and Mike Kalinowski is not one of them.
Here we go. So, Makuga, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Kalinowski, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
And let's get ready to Schmodown! All right, here we go. Round number 1 and question number 1 in the realm of...
In the world of new releases,
Okay.
name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 thriller Alien Covenant.
I know it too.
I just got a chance to watch Alien Covenant finally. And did not care for it. No, huh? Not at all. Really? Did not care for it.
Well, they were talking shit about this movie on
Wait, not the microphones.
Movie Talk this week.
4, 3,
Really?
2.
I thought
Thank
it
you.
was
Good
alright.
question.
Already using it.
Coming in early.
Name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 bust Alien Covenant.
5. I
Didn't
like
make any money.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Josh Makuga.
Danny McBride.
That's correct.
Boom, shabalaka.
I put Kenny.
Kenny Collins. He was going for the
All right, here we go. Question number 2 here in the realm of
Vice
action
principals.
adventure. In Broken Arrow, who plays Riley Hale,
Wow.
a pilot who hopes to foil John Travolta's plot to steal a nuclear weapon?
Now, Broken Arrow, on the other hand. You talk about
He's
it.
the bad guy in
Actually,
Broken
nominated
Arrow.
for an Oscar? What,
I've seen this movie one
John
time.
Woo? No, it wasn't. No. 5, 4.
More than me. I never heard of this.
It's like a late 80s, early 90s action movie.
And that's pens down, please. Kalinowski.
Christian Slater?
Correct.
Holy shit!
Bill Paxton, that's right.
Didn't that?
Oh.
I had no idea either. That was a complete and utter guess.
Arrow guy.
I was like, I don't know, Christian
Nukes
Slater.
rippling the earth.
I just Makuga that.
What the hell he does know and what he doesn't.
You know what they say about
My God.
Arrow? Try it again
That was
for the first
I give you
time.
props for that one.
Your next question.
Never even
comes
heard
from
that movie.
Oscar movies.
Yeah.
In the Oscar-nominated film Vicky Cristina Barcelona, name one of the actresses who played either Vicky or Christina.
Now,
Come on, guess her, man.
Anyway,
I don't know. Nail this
I was
one.
going to say Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I don't think that's one.
You're both pronouncing Barcelona wrong. It's Barcelona.
You're taking time to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can dock the points for ruining your joke. All right, here we go, Makuga.
Oh, Penelope Cruz.
That is incorrect. Kanowski.
Rebecca Hall or Scarlett Johansson.
That is
Wow.
correct.
Kalinowski.
That is correct.
Commanding things with Christian Slater and his knowledge of Vicky Cristina
It's like a way
Barcelona.
about the
No,
Christian
was obviously
Slater,
in that
right?
film, but she did
That's
not play
crazy.
either Vicky or
I'm
Christine.
really impressed with myself.
Yeah, all right, there we
Learn something new
go.
every day.
Next
Neil
category.
Makuga.
I got kind of like transfixed by boobs in that movie. Must have just totally forgot the whole plot.
Here we go. All right, you boo. All right, you boo. Here we go. In the next
Hell,
category
boy.
of rom-com,
Ugh.
Gary Marshall directed Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and what other 2000 film named after a holiday?
I have Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say
The
it.
kids have farts.
I caught a leak of
Not
that.
horrible.
Gary Marshall's daughter. Penny.
Never seen Mother's Day.
Gary is in it.
Or this one.
Yes, Penny Marshall. That's his daughter. Yeah. What kind of
5,
weird family are you from?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
New Year's Eve?
Correct? Makuga.
That's the Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah.
Makuga taking shots at New
It's a
Year's Eve.
damn good
Come
movie.
on, the plot of that movie was so
You're
dumb.
absolutely
Great performance by John Bon
They're all
Jovi.
dumb.
Your next category
Just a bunch
is
of random
drama.
cameos.
Say the drama.
The drama. For my mother as well as our competitors, the question is, Robert Pattinson joins the circus and romances Reese Witherspoon. In what period piece? That movie made me cry, like some things that happen on this set from time to time.
Yeah, some things happen too.
I
Just
get a little,
don't say that.
I get a little misty.
I know the
All
last
I'm saying is I get a little
word.
misty.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Makuga.
Local plates and
Water for elephants.
That is correct. Kalinowski.
It was something elephant.
There you go.
H2O for
They drink a lot
Dumbo.
of water.
Kalinowski keeping it 4,
I was
3.
like,
There's
it's
a
a
great
Now,
scene with
I-
elephants. Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom, when she pours the perfume on.
All right, and our next question comes from the world of horror/thriller. Yeah, right.
Nay.
Your question is, which Beetlejuice star played Donna Hawthorne in the 2006 Mindbender: A Scanner Darkly? Oh, that got a grumble from. Was that a Hunger Monster, Harlow?
Me? No, I'm alright.
Keanu Reeves
Five.
is in Scanner Darkly.
4, 3,
I've never watched
2,
Beetlejuice.
1. Pens down. Kalinowski.
Winona Ryder?
That is correct for 1 point.
I said Michael
Yeah,
Keaton.
look at these guys.
Going back and forth.
They're becoming best friends.
All right, here we go, guys. Next question in the category of family films. What kind of animal are the animated waiters who show up to share the screen with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins? You know that Dick Van Dyke apologized for his accent?
Really? Just Van Dyke did a comedy store after he performed.
I like this
Was he
movie.
awake? I hope so. He had a smile on his face when he left.
5,
White suit,
4,
I don't know.
3,
Never seen it.
Never seen Mary Poppins.
1. Pens down, please. And Jeff
Bears?
incorrect. Kalinowski.
Penguins?
Correct.
Oh, you gotta be
All right, so
Good one, Disney.
Beavers!
I've never heard a less confident answer out of Makuga's mouth.
All right, last question. here,
Disney's
guys.
Bears?
You ready for
One's for you, Ken.
The
movie
Bears.
release dates? Movie release dates.
Oh.
What year saw Arnold Schwarzenegger star in the action romp True Lies and the goofball
Sometime in the
comedy
90s.
Junior?
No, you like Junior better than True Lies. Why is that?
That is not true.
I've heard you
It's
say that.
definitely 90s.
Falsity.
True Lies is
Then
the
you didn't
90s.
like the True Lies, then.
4, 3,
Go with 80s.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
This is for you, Scott Mance. 1994.
Correct.
Shit.
96.
Oh,
Damn it! I went with Makuga.
It was Toto for Mikowski. Took a little bit of a pull there. 7-4 as we now get into round number 2.
The bottom line is these guys love water for elephants, and now we are going to explain the rules for round number 2, also known as the
I know
wheel
the
round.
year.
In this round,
Good with
Josh
that.
Makuga is not going to be walking the wheel out because he's currently competing. The wheel we speak of has 12 different categories, and they all have 4 questions lying within them up here at our news desk. So once you get a question, they're each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice.
Low scoring first round.
That's good for me.
Keep in mind,
I'm always low scoring the first
there
round.
is stealing available
Shine is
in
second and
round
third
2.
round.
However, there is no penalty for missing a question. Josh, you were the favorite, but you were not in the lead, so now Mike Kalinowski is going to have the option of either spinning first or deferring to your Pittsburgh Steelers opponent.
You only missed
Taking
one
a
question.
shot? Was that a shot you took?
I'm just pointing out the facts here.
Cool.
Okay.
Take off the blazer, okay?
Also, remember, opponent's choice, Martin said, opponent's choice. If it lands on opponent's choice, you have to take the category that your opponent.
I played 14 matches, Christian. I get it.
Listen, the forgives no one.
Makuga's like a Rocky Blyer of this league.
All right, here we go. So, Mike, please go ahead and spin or give it to Cruz.
I really want to give it to him to be a gentleman, and because he's a great guy, but I gotta take it first.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He wants a crack at that wheel.
Look, you got to go for the tilt.
Yeah, I mean, Kalinowski standing up.
Charlie
doing a good
Sheen?
spin.
He's been
The one in black.
Put it back into it.
7 points for Kalinowski.
Back in black.
Are we looking at comic books?
Just for knowing.
Yeah! Let's do it!
What's he gonna do there?
Come on!
Come
on!
The Godfather.
So overrated.
I'm gonna take it.
Woo!
He's taking it.
Here we go. All right.
All right.
All right, here we go. I will ask questions here to
You will
Mike
be
Kalinowski.
administering, not asking.
Thank God.
Here we go. All
Maybe
right.
I not know it, but
Who plays stage engineer John Cutter, who worked with both Gordon and Angier in The Prestige?
oh, Prestige. Wrong movie.
Five,
Would that be
4,
Michael Caine?
Yeah.
be 2 points.
That's a pretty solid
I did the
vote for
accent
John's
like
Revenge
okay.
right
There's
there.
some people out there that love the Prestige. They got a standing ovation gift there.
Here we go.
Good movie, not magic.
You didn't get that one? Have you not? You haven't seen the Prestige.
What is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's first name?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Andrew, B, Arnold,
Sound like
C, Arthur,
And you
D,
got it.
Aaron?
Did I?
That's the one.
Wow.
Really good. All right.
You picked an A name.
Yeah. At the end,
Oh, I
at
love
the
C.
end, Jim Gordon holds what rank in the Gotham City Police Department? Five, 4.
Captain.
Is it correct?
I'm gonna go lieutenant.
2 points.
Wow, that is a huge steal
2
from
points
a
steal.
guy who has been on this stage as Batman before.
Yep. All right. Here we go.
Get that one.
Here we go. Last question here. Who plays Teddy, the man in the photo who was shot in Memento?
I know one person in this movie. I think it's the man at the photo who was shot.
Multiple choice?
A. Guy Pearce. B. Russ Fahey. C. Mark Boone Jr. D. Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano?
For 1 point.
That's
11-6.
nice little cleanup there by Makuga. A huge steal, keeping him in this ball game.
Yeah, that's definitely it was a good, big steal because now 11-6. McCallum gets 4 points in that round. Now, if Makuga has a big round, he can get right back in this game. All right, Makuga, here we go.
Makuga.
Big spin.
Oh my good lord, that is a spin.
Big spin.
That's a guy who's been there before.
Here we go.
Round and round it goes.
Sit.
Oh,
Begging for it to sit on it.
Sure.
I'll stay.
And it does.
Say,
yeah.
Stick with that.
Josh Makuga,
Yeah.
action adventure, one of his favorites. And here we go. All right, Josh. What character actor played the President of the United States in National Treasure Book of Secrets?
Treasure questions. Was it Nick Cage?
I can't remember that. I can't remember that.
5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna multiple choice it.
Is it A. Robert Patrick, B. Tom Wilkinson, C. Bruce Greenwood, or D. Frank Langella?
Man, I want to say Bruce Greenwood.
5,
He seems like kind of a scummy dude. I'm gonna go Frank Langella.
3.
That is incorrect. Mike Kalinowski.
Bruce Greenwood?
That is a point for Mike Kalinowski.
I get so fucking lucky with these, man.
That's the one thing that Makuga cannot afford to lose.
That's my 2-point lead right now. It's because of 2
Your
C's.
next question, Mike.
How many shots are you going to take me at this match?
That was not a
It's a
shot.
shot. It's a shot.
You're in wedding.
You're taking a shot.
You would
Marty Ellis getting to the head of Makuga. This is it.
unintentionally, though it may be. Your next question, Josh, my dear friend, who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Oh, Julia Ormond.
Nope.
Incorrect.
I own this movie. It is fantastic.
Can I repeat the question?
Okay, that's yours.
Yes, please.
Karen Knightley.
Who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Is
5,
Well, we picked wrong.
4,
There goes our brackets.
Keira Knightley.
You got it. That is 2 points. Wow. Julia Ormond, I believe, played Guinevere in First Night. Wow. In First Night.
That was big.
And now Josh Makuga. Look, we're in danger of being knocked out here.
It's
but Josh
equalizer.
Makuga has 2
Antoine
questions left.
Fuqua.
So here we go, Josh. Your next question.
King Arthur.
In Commando, John Matrix gets Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what?
Come on, Bennett. Fight with your fists.
Is that the answer?
Yes, fight with your fists.
That's correct. Steel.
Knives.
That's correct. That is correct.
Oh.
He convinces Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what? And it was a knife.
It's a knife.
What'd you put?
And twisted and turned, looking through my eyes.
So now,
Come on, Bennett.
so Christian, here's where we are right now. Is that Josh Makuga, if he doesn't get this question right, we're still going to go to round 3 unless Mike Kalinowski does know the answer and somehow gets another steal. Boy, my heart's racing
I knew I
right
should
now.
have picked
It's not the
Kalinowski.
direction I want to be going.
All right. Well, you jinxed your friend. So here we go.
I did nothing of the sort. Your question, Josh. Who played Alex West, a Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods in Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
I've never seen any of these movies, multiple choice.
Is it A. Guy Pearce, D. Daniel Craig, C. Channing Tatum, or D. Clive Owen?
It was Tomb Raider?
Oh, it's Shitty Buddy.
It's James Bond.
5, 4.
Clive Owen?
That is incorrect, Mike Kalinowski. For the win.
Yeah, I know. Well, Guy Pearce, right?
Daniel Craig.
And your winner, by way of knockout, ladies and gentlemen, Mike
Well, we're not going to California.
Nope. There goes our bracket.
I knew I should have picked Kalinowski.
Yeah, that was domination too.
He knocked him out.
Put himself in a big legendary status here. He just knocked out the Wild Man. No one has ever knocked out the Wild Man. And never has he lost in a first round of a tournament either. I mean, this is a day of first for Josh.
It was close till King Arthur and Tomb Raider.
The day would pan out, and I'll tell you what.
Both movies I love.
I don't like action. I don't like action adventure. I don't do good at action adventure.
The questions were
All I care about is explosions and action adventure movies. I don't care what story.
Makuga's luck.
God
Did
damn.
not to play against Kalinowski's
Fuck
numbers
this
here today.
game.
No, and Kalinowski is starting to really find his way
I hate
in
Cal.
the Schmodown because Jinx.
Good luck, Charles.
Weirdest thing.
He's there now. He feels confident. You can tell he knows the rules of the game. He takes his time.
Well, even
He
without
looks
those two, I would've
someone
won with
that
my
is
2
a
lucky
serious
C's.
contender in this thing. And Makuga didn't have the magic.
I wonder what the
And he didn't say
ratio
much
is
in the
for
interview here, but
how
like,
many
he just,
C's
he missed
have
the
been
one.
As soon as I saw it, I was like,
He didn't
fuck,
take
he's
time
got
to
it.
He rushed into some of his questions, and Kalinowski.
Because I don't know.
Will
I
Kalinowski
just
run the
couldn't see
table
that.
in the tournament? Will Josh
That was
Makuga
last
show
match. I just
some
couldn't see
emotion?
down
Will
before we
I
even got
be
to
able to
multiple
retain
choice,
my
just in
Hollywood
case
best friend
they went to
Oscar from
multiple
Josh
choice.
Makuga? We're going to find out right now. Jen Sturger has an interview with both the winner and the loser of today's match.
Maybe I should have picked
What's up,
Kalinowski.
Movie
My
Trivia Showdown
bracket.
fans? I'm Jen
Yeah,
Strager,
this
and I'm
sucks.
here
I
with
think I had
Mike,
Makuga.
the killer Kalinowski.
I don't know.
That was amazing. How are you feeling after that
He
match?
plays Clark Wolf next, so.
Kind of mixed.
Oh.
I think Kalinowski beat Clark Wolf, too.
I feel bad, like, and
You
not,
lived
and
up
not,
to your
and not,
name.
and not in a great match for me, but it was like
You lived up to your name,
Yeah.
Mike the Kill. You just took down a legend in Josh Makuga.
I did, so it's kind of a shock. I got a little bit of like, I think, heartburn. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or what, but like it's like I don't know if it was the beer.
We have
but I
tongues
feel
and
kinda-
crafts.
I feel good. I feel good, but I had to face him, and he's a great guy. He's such a good guy, and I didn't want to.
No.
You know,
Embarrass him
maybe go a
like you
little
just
bit
did?
further and a little. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not trying to
Just
smack
speechless.
That's a bad match.
I am.
You're like really
Like
flustered
my other
by
matches, I
this.
felt like really good, and I'm like, yeah, we did it. I did this, you know, my past history with Brienne. I'm like, yeah, okay, she made fun of me, but you know, with this, yeah,
You shared a beer with your friend,
It's bittersweet. It is
and then you beat his
bittersweet.
ass.
It is bittersweet. Yeah.
That feeling actually was what really won you that match. Tell me, how were you feeling going into that second round, and when you saw that the action question just came up much harder than we anticipated?
Yeah, and I'll say, I went with Nolan because he's got a limited filmography, so I was like, okay, but
Exactly.
that Batman Begins.
What director
and
isn't
I
that?
know
There's
it's
fucking
just, you know, the
shitty
Batman comes
film.
up to him and he's like, you know, the detective, he's like, oh, it's Lieutenant now. And I'm just like, it just was
Such
not
a
there. And maybe it wasn't commissioned because he gets that rank in The Dark Knight. So, you know, I've studied movies that I don't know. I think maybe it's time to kind of go back and like Batman Begins, I saw that 15 times in the theater, so
We
maybe
know
have to
you
change stuff up a little bit here, yeah. But yeah, his action
I knew
adventure,
it was Lieutenant, so.
you know, that's a strong one for me
It's
too.
like-
So if he was not, if he was
Because
going to
he's
this one, I
like,
was going to get
You knew you
like,
had
actually,
that.
it's Lieutenant.
definitely a category.
Or he's like
I
detective.
do you
but
feel
now
like this might be
Lieutenant,
the
like
changing of
Lieutenant
the
now.
guard here at the Schmodown?
You know, I don't want to believe that because I still want him in. I still want him there. He's always going to be there. You know.
I just remember
I was
Michael
not part of
Caine, he's
DC
in, like, all of
movie
fucking
news. That would be a man that I would
Nolan's
love to
movies.
team with. You know,
He
when
wasn't
I
in
first started,
Dunkirk.
before I started the DC movie news, it's like who would I
Or
get
Inception,
along with?
wasn't he?
Who would I just want to have a great team with? And he's one of the guys from the
Inception.
beginning. I was like, I'd love to
He's,
have been a teammate with
He's
this
the
guy.
father-in-law.
You know, so
He's
I hope he's going to be
father-in-law.
around. I hope we'll play again. Many more.
Never
These
seen
14
him.
matches he had. So I hope I'm going to get him again just in a regular match without the tournament.
I doubt this is the last time we've seen Josh McCouga. He just keeps coming back even when we
Seems too
don't
good
want him
looking.
to.
Too much charisma.
So now, looking
And I've
forward
only
to
seen
the
Inception
tournament,
one time.
you're going to be facing either Clark Wolf or Brienne Chandler, who have not competed yet, but we all know your history.
The
With
Joker
Chandler.
to my Batman.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, how many times do I have to knock her down? I mean, I'm not saying this to be negative, but, I mean,
She
but
sucks.
Clark Wolf, on the other hand, that's a match. But Brienne, who knows? So, you know, I don't know going
There's
into this.
no
They're both
chance
strong
in
competitors.
hell
I've never
that
faced
Brienne
Clark
is
before. I've
beating
only seen
Clark
her
Wolf.
compete. I
I don't
know
know.
what
Mark
she
it
does.
down right now.
Brienne, I know her tricks. I know her tactics. I know how to rile
And
her up.
you're
You know, I
Quick.
always so, I don't know. We're gonna.
You never know.
It'll be interesting. I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen with that match. So we'll see.
So, looking even further ahead,
Okay. Yeah.
are you ready to play the commissioner for the belt?
Done.
Do you think
No.
you have that in you?
There are.
And what costume are you wearing? That's what we were.
That I gotta go to my man tub. We'll see what happens in that. But as you guys know, Christian and I know each other for a very long time. He's the guy that brought me into this. He got me
Right,
started.
Florida State.
Florida State, DC Movie News. I have a long history with Christian, but I've seen him compete. It's a sight to behold with those guys. So I think my path is kind of now coming into sharp focus with where it's going to go. I think I have a shot at this. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
You heard it here, Schmodown fans. It's about to get serious. Josh McCouga, a little emotional here. Josh.
Is that how you want to start the interview?
No.
Yeah, I'm really emotional right now, Schmodown fans. I'm super emotional. I got knocked out for the first time ever in the friggin' tournament. A tournament that I made it all the way to the championship. Am I a little pissed off? Sure. Am I a little pissed off about the commando question? Come on. You just want to fight with knives, wants to fight with fists. He throws a pipe broom at the end of it. A pipe! You don't use guns. Jen, you know, in action adventure, the fact that I got fucking Tomb Raider and King Arthur
Those are
is an
classics.
embarrassment to anybody
I
writing
agree,
questions
Doug Duga.
for action
Fuck
adventure.
this game.
Those are fluff pieces meant for idiots watching on a
Hey!
fucking FXXXXXX.
I like those movies.
Okay? It's BS.
It's 2000 greatness.
Oh, go ahead and ask a question.
I was just gonna say, were you a little surprised at how difficult the action questions were when you
Why
spun
does she always
action?
look away?
You had to were like, "Yep, this is my
What's her
jam.
thing?
This is in my wheelhouse."
Yes.
Noise
And then
the
that
crap
happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pissed.
And the steals really were what set you back.
Well, listen, the steals were ridiculous because I pretty much gave him Bruce Greenwood because it is what it is. And then,
Because you said-
listen, the fact
I think
that
it's Bruce
stole
Greenwood
Lieutenant-
that
okay,
chose
all
the
right,
other
at least
one.
this will get me to the third round because after the first round, I just didn't have it. First rounds have always been tough for me. If you can get me to the third round and I'm only down by 3 or 4, I think I have a pretty good chance. But today wasn't my day.
You're clearly
Just-
emotional, Josh.
Time for you to
Are
retire.
15 matches, Jen, and I needed I just needed some luck like 3 months ago to get me going towards some kind of a roll. But this one win, one loss, one win, one loss thing, just it
was hard to build.
It's not healthy.
momentum.
It's not healthy. Yeah, it's not good.
Look, you're clearly emotional. I mean, you have to give a little bit of credit to Kalinowski, though, right?
Listen, he's great. He's great. I didn't think he. I've watched his matches. When he first started in this league, I thought, no offense to Mike Kalinowski, he was a bit of a weakling. He wasn't. He didn't really show up for much. He was losing to some pretty weak competitors. But he has really shown he knows his stuff. He knows trivia just as much as he knows how to pack an adult-sized Batman costume into a plastic tub and store it somewhere in his home or storage space. So listen, am I proud of the guy for winning? Absolutely. Do I take my hat off to him for knocking me out? Sure. Do I want him to win the whole thing? Yeah, because that'll make me look pretty good.
He paid you some really high praise. He said, somewhere down the road.
Have you seen my face? Have you seen my record? Have you seen everything about me? Of course he paid me high praise. I'm the best
he also
pretty
said
much
you're very
everything.
modest.
Yes, I'm the best at pretty much everything around. And listen.
Would you ever consider teaming with him further down the road?
I think we'd make a pretty great team. We'd just call ourselves the Lady Killers. We're impossible to resist.
And with those jackets, I mean, who can defeat you two? So, obviously now, are you cheering for Mike? And who do you think can win the tournament?
I think Mike can win the tournament. I think if his head is a little too big for his cowboy hat right now, so maybe he'll take it off and look like a normal human being instead of some weird version of V for Vendetta. Like, I don't know, Magnificent Seven meets V for Vendetta meets a guy that's never ridden a horse. He's hard to beat. But Mike Kalinowski has shown he's got the flair, he's got the muscle. He's somebody that should be feared. So yeah, I'm rooting for Mike down the line. Yep.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see you back in Makuga.
Do you want to stick around for my fantasy update? You want to stick around?
No, I got shit to do.
Okay, this is fantasy update right now. We don't even need to cut back to them. Here we go. Fuck.
All right, as you see, Josh Makuga obviously pretty heartbroken there. He gave all the respect in the world to Mike Kalinowski, but he also acknowledged that he maybe jumped the gun a couple times, and we don't know what's going to be. He got knocked out of the tournament, the team tournament. This is the first time he's ever been knocked out. He's a little punch drunk here, Mark. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing yet. Obviously, the Wild Berries are going to be making a little bit of a run.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. It was not the Coors Light that Mike Kalinowski gifted him that threw him off. I just think it wasn't Makuga's day, and that's what happens sometimes in this tournament. And I just got an email saying, I'm no longer invited to Josh's wedding. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, well, Mike Kalinowski, you hear him in the interview, a lot of good things for him coming up because he proved that he's someone to look out for right now, knocking out the Wildman. But in the interview, as you see that he gave all the respect to the Wildman and said that he's looking forward to doing more in this league. But now he has a chance of playing one of two people, one who he has serious history with.
Oh yeah,
and that's Brianne Chandler.
Oh boy!
Now, if Brianne Chandler happens to win her match, they could be going at it once again. However, Brianne Chandler has a lot on her plate as she goes up against Classy Clark Wolf. So if Mike Kalinowski and Clark Wolf meet up here, that's also
beaten in the Glow.
So there's a lot to happen here as we get into round number 2. We're just wondering where this is.
How you remember
it would do Mike Kalinowski well tomorrow.
I don't know how.
He's a guy who always brings luck to his tournaments, and Kalinowski's going to need to use a lot of that. Whether he has to go up against Chandler or Wolf, whoever he faces in the future of this match, Kalinowski is not going to be able to get by just on knowledge. You need a little bit of magic dust from a blue fairy.
I can barely
my friend,
remember who won the match we just watched.
No magic dust needed for that one.
Next week, make sure you check that match out. We have so many matches coming up in these singles. Make sure if you haven't watched the teams, go ahead and check out the team tournament. As you know, the finals are coming out the same exact week as the finals of this tournament. There's a lot to happen. Who do you guys think is going to win? What's your brackets say? Who's going to be taking me on for the belt at the Spectacular? Comment. Let us know. Comment and share this, by the way. And here's the one thing, like I said, we'll never charge you for these matches. That's not something we're interested in.
No, you can take them.
The only thing that we're asking you guys for, if there are 15, 20, 30, 100,000 of you guys watching it, then see how many comments you can get up there. See how many likes you can get up there. Break the record. Join the Movie Trivia Showdown Facebook group. Be part of the conversation. Get the stats.
Download the app.
Fantasy leagues. And speaking of the fantasy leagues, here is Josh Makuga.
Cool. All right.
you want to do them.
What about our valuable fantasy updates? Our fantasy league is now out of whack.
Oh, that's true. Well, there goes our brackets.
Fuck this game! Twice. I can just enjoy it.
Now you can just enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel like on that goal when Kentucky loses. I'm like, well, I guess I can just enjoy it now. I don't have to feel so stressed out about it.
Well, my winning streak continues, which is always impressive. Gotta love Karen Knightley. Good luck charms here. That's what always helps. Got anything else to say? Cool. Alright, well, until next time.
Fuck this game!
Peace out.
Shit.